Good morning to everyone. I am Dr. Sumi MS. The name of the course is Satellite Communication and today's lecture topic is Modulation and Multiplexing Voice, Data, Video from Satellite Access. On completion, the students will be able to define modulation and its different types and also be able to describe the multiplexing of voice and data in satellite communication. Modulation and multiplexing. Communication satellites are used to carry telephone, video and data signals and can use both analog and digital modulation techniques. Modification of a carrier's parameters such as amplitude, frequency, phase or a combination of any of them in dependence on the symbol to be sent is termed as modulation. The task of multiplexing is to assign space, time, frequency and code to each communication channel with a minimum of interference and a maximum of medium utilization. Communication channel refers to an association of both sender and receiver who wants to exchange data among them. Modulation. Modulation is the process of transforming a carrier signal so that it can carry the information of a message signal. It superimposes the contents of the message signal over a high frequency carrier signal which is then transmitted over the selected communication channel. Modulation can be of two types, analog modulation and digital modulation. In the case of analog modulation, analog information signal is transformed along with the help of a high frequency analog carrier signal so that it can travel large distances without any substantial loss. Analog modulation can be categorized as amplitude modulation, frequency modulation and phase modulation. Digital modulation. This is the process of converting a digital bit stream into an analog carrier wave for transmission via a communication channel. Digital modulation is broadly divided into two categories. Baseband modulation, which includes the bits which are being converted directly into signals, and passband modulation where the amplitude, phase or frequency of the carrier signal is regulated to transmit the bits. Baseband modulation can be further categorized as non-return to zero inversion, Manchester encoding, bipolar encoding, whereas passband modulation includes amplitude shift keying, frequency shift keying, phase shift keying and binary PSK. Multiplexing. Multiplexing is a method of combining more than one signal over a shared medium. Multiplexing divides the capacity of a communication channel into several logical channels, each for a separate data stream. The method of extracting the original data streams from the multiplexed signal at the receiver is called as demultiplexing. The different methods of multiplexing are frequency division multiplexing, time division multiplexing, code division multiplexing, wavelength division multiplexing as well as space division multiplexing. Voice, data, video. Voice, data and video are the commonly transmitted signals and here they normally occur in an analog form, and the modulation and multiplexing techniques previously employed were analog. Nowadays, digital signals are being used in digital communication where the analog voice, data and video signals are converted into digital signals. Digital voice signals made it easier for long distance communications. Stuffing bits and words are being added to the satellite data stream in order to fill empty bits and word spaces. In analog television transmission by satellite, the baseband video signal and one or more audio subcarriers constitute a composite video signal, and digital modulation is obviously used for transmitting digital data. This diagram represents the block schematic of voice and data multiplexing in a digital communication system. Voice signals are digitized analog signals and may conveniently share a channel with digital data, allowing a link to carry a varying of mix of voice and data traffic. Digital signals from different channels are being interleaved for transmission with the help of time division multiplexing. Time division multiplexing can carry any type of traffic on the transponder such as voice, video or data or as required. A satellite voice and data communication connection can also be configured to carry video, internet or other data services. And various hybrid multiple access schemes are available that employ time division multiplexing of the baseband signals for performing modulation. Quiz questions on modulation and multiplexing, voice, data, video. What do you mean by modulation? Name the different types of digital modulation techniques. Give a note on multiplexing of voice and data in communication satellites. Thank you.